Hi everybody, this is Jan Dufour and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. We've been going through a series where the first episode we cut the paper and made the card fronts pieces cut and then the actual card bases. And then we started making some of the cards, which we made these, and we also made 6 of these little cards. Oops, this one's twisted. So that's what we did in the second episode. So I think this is the third episode, if I'm not lost, and we'll have one more after that. So here are the ones. They're a little more, they have more pieces and not hard by any means, but it's takes a little bit more time. They're what Stampin' Up! Calls for the casual stamper instead of the beginning stamper. I'm taking the pieces off that are already done on here. And I'm just going to check and make sure, because we've got one. Okay, so this has a little bit on the inside. So we're going to go to our pieces that we have left over. And there should be, because I didn't recut them. There we go. There's that. And I'll take out a couple of, it looks like dark leaves. These are all, were cut at the same time. I think I want a long one. A big long one, there we go. And I'm gonna end up with leftovers, but that's fine. All right, so we are going to start by decorating the front. Leave this to the side. These have, as you can see, more pieces. This will go inside the envelope, which is of course clear, so I can't find it, but anyway, it's there. We'll go ahead and start by putting the side piece on. For the casual stamper, this is just pretty normal for them, adding layers. That's basically where that comes from. Looks like I need a piece to put this on, so I'm going to go ahead and glue it first. I'm just using leftovers from when I was cutting previous projects, or even probably some of this project. And I know it goes end to end, so I want to put it so that it's end to end. So first we're going to take it and give it a short side here. Let's see if that's, yeah, that worked. And I'm going to set that aside. And I'm just going to trim it right up along the edges. That one's a little bit too little to keep. And so we're going to put that there. And I hope everybody's enjoying this little series. Please leave a comment, a thumbs up or thumbs down if you don't like it. Let me know how I could have done better. Now this one is up on some dimensionals. I think 2 will fit very nicely there. And before I lay it down, it looks like it's pretty centered between here and here. So I am going to lay this down. And we'll put a little bit, it's kind of funny, this is one of my favorite leaves sets. There are obviously flowers as well. I almost never use the flower or the stamp sections. I use the leaves a lot. There's a lot of leaves. And another nice thing that they do is, for example, there's 2 dies for this one. There's 2 dies of the little leaves. There's, you know, 2 or 3 of each one of these sizes. So it makes it really quick and easy. I'm going to do it right here. And then we're going to lift this up. It makes it quick and easy because you can cut multiples, which is nice. Whoops. I'm throwing my leaves around. I found my clear. I'm going to put this in. Sometimes it's nice to use your little scraps because you're probably not going to use this anywhere. And it gives a nice finish to a card to have something inside. And it doesn't take any effort, like I said. What I was going to say that is funny about this is there is a right side and a wrong side, and you can tell by feeling it, but some of them have a lot of holes in them. It's why they're called pierced pieces or pierced leaves. But sometimes it makes the glue come up the holes to the other side. So try not to put too much glue. There we go. See how it's coming up a little bit? It's okay because it'll dry clear. But FYI when you're doing that. So this one is done. I'll put this back in there. All right, which side is it on? Here we go. I'm going to slide that in and lay that aside. The next one is Be Strong, Be Brave. You've got this. And let me look and see if there's anything inside this one. Nope. We're going to come across one that has other things inside because I've got 2 sayings that still need to be used up. I don't know exactly where they are, but they're in here somewhere. All right, so first things first, we're going to put down the leaves. I think I said at the very beginning one where we were cutting up the pieces, there are 15 A2 cards, which are 5.5 by 4 1/4. And then there's 6 of the 3 by 3s. And you can get it cut out and all the cards, all 15 cards and 3 tags can be done in less than 3 hours. And that's including doing all of the cutting, running the pieces through the stamp cut and emboss machine. And 3 hours for 15 cards is pretty good. 5 cards an hour plus 1 small one. So there is no like actual size for this. I just used a scrap. So I'm gonna just clip this. If you're too weary to do that, that's fine. I'll throw that over there. Just go ahead and use your trimmer. I'm okay with snipping that small amount. I stuck that like this. I just noticed I had the leaf underneath. So let me see if I can stick this under, and I can. So, and we keep it on that side because it's the same color as this. And so that's that card. Again, not hard, just a few more pieces. Here's another one. This one is up on dimensionals. And usually when you start adding things besides the sentiment, which we would consider these little leaves, a little bit of an embellishment, and the fact that we're using dimensionals, I should put this back in here, makes it more to the mid-level, I guess, is what they're trying to separate them so that people who are just starting don't get freaked out by some of the cards that they see, and that you can get pretty fancy-dancy. The last card that I'm going to make is not hard. It did take some time because I had to cut some stuff out and figure out where I wanted things to lay, and there's not any decorative paper. I actually created all of the leaves and made a little flower pot, so it took a little bit longer, but The way you do this so that it stays up without putting dimensionals is you put a little bit of glue long enough for it to hold like this. And then when you put the dimensionals on, you try to cover one of or piece of so that it makes it stay. And we'll take this off. Flip it around. It's so nice because there's so many sentiments, and it gets done very quickly once you figure out how to cut the paper. And of course, you don't have to use those particular measurements. It can be whatever you want it to be, but I just made them for you so that you don't have to try to figure out how to get the most out of your... Now this one's got an inside. Whoops, I got this one down already. Let me just show you. So this is just wanted to say, and then hi there. So let's start. And you'll notice that I put inside, just with a sticky note, the inside says hi there, so that they don't have to open it up and maybe it doesn't say exactly what they wanted to say. So by doing it this way, they know what's inside. Again, I usually give these away for gifts. If you didn't see part 1, 2, and 3, and pretty much any video I do, I talk about the cards that I make and give away to relatives for Christmas. It's usually their gift. And because I make cards all year long, it's not a big burden at the end of the year. And then this, I'm just going to put, I'm going to have to trim it after I get it down. Oops. Oh, can you hear the rain? It's raining. So let's see, nothing fancy. I'm just going to put that down there. Actually, I'm going to cut this off. I'm comfortable doing that shorter distance. Save this, we might need it later. I am going to use my trimmer to cut. Oh, I moved that. Where's my hole poker? I'll try to lift this. It moved while I was moving. There we go. A lot of times if you haven't really pressed it down hard, you can save it as you will. I'm trying to make this straight. Yeah, that works. All right, I think I'm going to take off a little bit more. All right, and then this one's a little bit bigger than that one, but it doesn't matter. Oh, I elevated the little one and I didn't done this one, so we'll elevate the big one. I'll put, if I knew I was handing this to somebody, I'd probably only put 2 on here, but I don't know, it may end up getting mailed, and so having 3 will help make sure it stays popped up. I look like I'm a little bit drunk on this one. All right. Oops. There we go. And then we'll open it up. And again, this is a skinny one, but since I cut them all again, yep, here's one right there. There's a bigger size. A little bit fatter. We'll put this over here, maybe use it later. And talk about the catalog right now. This is September of 2021. And if you are watching it within the September timeframe of this year, we are having our 2nd celebration, which is awesome. They used to do before COVID, pre-COVID, everything changes, doesn't it? They were able to get products and reorder, and, you know, if things ran out, it wasn't a problem. Well, last year, some of the stamps and paper and lots of things are made stateside. But there are some things like our metal dies that are made overseas. And you know what shipping's like during COVID. So we ran out of a lot of products last year, and of course it's disappointing. And nobody likes to have a disappointed customer. So this year they ordered for the second celebration, which is this one, almost a year and a half early to make sure that we would have product when it, you know, time came. And the first celebration was January, February, and that was all things that were made stateside so that they would know that they wouldn't run out. And that helped a lot. We didn't really run out of anything. There's 3 things that are until, you know, we run out, and then there's no more in our celebration. So if you have any interest in seeing what that's about, you can go to my website, which is my name, and I'll bring a note up here in a moment that you can screenshot it, and there'll be a link below as well. And for every $50 that you order in either our annual catalog or our mini catalog, you get, there are 2 levels of products. There are some $50 levels, so you can get even dies, the sheep and the sheep dies, although the sheep dies are one of the things, if you're interested, you need to order soon, because when those run out, they'll be out. So there you go. We've got that one done. But there's, you know, paper and other stamp sets and some really cute stuff. Let me go ahead and close that. And so if you're interested, like I said, most things are free with a $50 order, or if you have a $100 order, you can get 2 of the $50 level, or there's 2 $100 levels. A Dahlia flower set that's pretty large. And then the sheep, no, the sheep dies are 50. I can't remember what the other one was. But anyway, there's paper, there's all kinds of stuff in there. So, and they're free, so that's always fun. And if you order less than $150, but more than $50, I will also send you something in the mail. So that's nice. Let's see. This should be a top folding card, and it is not. So what did I do? I should have, oh, are there 2 in here? Oh no, I put the wrong card in here. This one is a top folding card. Oops, where's the other one? Top folding. This one is a side folding. Okay, this goes in here. Sorry, I mixed them up and I put them away. Okay, so this one is supposed to go this way, and it's not quite folded well. And I don't know if you knew this, but see how this bumps? If you hold on to the bottom in the right position, start from the bottom, kind of go sideways, you can put it back where it belongs. Now it's perfect. You don't see any wacko things there, so that's fixable, I guess, is what I'm trying to tell you. Anyway, so back to celebration. It ends at the end of September. We also have a mini catalog out. It used to be called the holiday catalog, and yes, it is primarily fall, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. So it's still not called the mini or holiday catalog anymore because we have 2. Let's see, it's a little bit wider, but nobody cares. I'm good with it. It goes, is it straight? Hang on. Yeah, it's straight. All right, so yeah, So there's a mini, a regular catalog. Right now there's Celebration. All kinds of wonderful things. And of course they always have, during Celebration, join promotions, which is kind of neat because for $99 and sales tax, but no shipping, you get $125 worth of product. And during Celebration, if you sign up under me with by then, you will get an additional bundle. Our most expensive bundle right now is $60, so that would be free, and a $25 shopping spree with me. So without adding that up really quickly, it's something like $185 or thereabouts, depending on which bundle you get. And there's never any obligation for you to continue. You do not have to maintain a minimum if that's not what you want to do. As a demonstrator, you do get a 20% discount, or 25 depending on your level. You either stay active or you don't, and there's no penalty for not staying active. And I am not one to say, oh boy, hurry up and order. I'm fine with you dropping after your initial, and there's no penalty. So if you want to do it again, if they have some kind of January special, you can do it again in January. There's, you get free catalogs, of course, that you can always give out to friends in case they are interested in ordering. But you get all the supplies for business free, so you don't have to. I'm putting some, I color some of mine. These are all supposed to be clear, and as you can see, I've got green ones down here. I've got some reddish ones there, I'm not sure. This looks like Pear Pizzazz, and this looks like, I don't know, maybe I'm not quite sure. But anyway, I'm going back to get some clear ones. It's really neat because you can color them with any of your alcohol markers. They don't come out exactly the same color. If you do them a couple of times, sometimes they do, but they coordinate. Even if they are not exactly the same color, there'll be a hue difference, but will be very coordinated. Well, sometimes people use their other tool. I usually use the spatula tool, but I didn't take it out, so I need to scoot that up more in the middle and scoot that one. You know, this is not centered. I will fix that later. You can just peel this right up. Actually, I'll show you how to do it. As you know, I do not edit my videos. One, because I'm not really sure I know how. I can make things shorter. And of course, these are maybe not as sticky. I left one there. So all I'm going to do is put a little dot of glue over each of them because it's not going to show. Put it back, and let's try to make this get in the middle. Oh, that's so much better. And now the dots are in the right spot. There we go. See, things can be fixed. The other alternative would be put something else totally that was bigger on top of that, and that would get fixed. And let's see if there's anything. I don't think there is anything inside this card. Nope. So we're done with this one. We'll put the gems away because I'm going to need them again momentarily. All right. Clear bag, can't find it. Look for it later. All right, so that one's that. And then, oh, here it is. I think I'm losing it. I really do. This thing had so many parts to it. All right, and this is the last one we're going to do for today. And I don't think there's anything inside this one. Nope. So that must mean that the other two that are missing go in the batch that's going to be in section 4. Now this one's very not complex. I would say a beginner, definitely a beginner can handle this one. Now we got the top loading like we're supposed to. And I'll put this on the top, much like the others. We'll put this right here. And this is not even popped up because it's itty bitty. You could get a mini glue dot on there, or dimensional, or you could cut one for sure. It would fit, but we were just gonna put this down in the center. And this one, let's see, this is the normal way that I do it. Well, no, actually, I lied. I don't know if you know this, but there's a spatula on the other end. And this is really the way that I normally do it, is pick it up by a spatula and then stick it here. And I just have this one free floating to be a little off center. And this all goes back in. This one, this is a little bit shorter. The next one is the last one, and I will be making a little bit more complex. Again, not hard, not by any means hard, but it takes a little bit longer to do them. But that will be the end of my 4-part series, or 5, I can't remember. Anyway, bye. Thanks so much for stopping by.